and that we know that there is going to be a bride, and there's going to be a wedding supper served in the skies. That's just as sure to be as God is, because it's His Word. Come out over my people, said the Lord. Come out of Babylon confusion. Come out of your creeds and your self-styled things. I will receive you, said the Lord.
Greetings to you once again, my brother and sister who is listening to us.
Welcome
you to the Voice of to the Days of the Voice broadcast.
Days of the Voice.
I trust that this will be a blessing to you. Now, we're just picking up from where we left from. And we have just dealt with the first church age. And I'd like you to look at verse 8 in your Bible in chapter 2 of the book of Revelation. And just it says, and unto the angel of the church in Smyrna write these things, saith the first and the last, which was dead and is alive. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say that they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. For none of those things which thou shalt suffer, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and that ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Eri malayika ow'ekkanisa ey'omusumuna wandiika nti bw'ati bw'ayogera ow'olubereberye era ow'enkomerero eyali afudde n'aba omulamu nti mmanyi okubonaabonako n'obwavu bwo naye oli mugagga n'okuvvoola kw'abo abeeyita Abayudaaya so nga si bo naye kuŋŋaaniro lya Sitaani. Totya by'ogenda kubonaabona. Laba omulyolyomi oyo agenda okusuula abamu mu mmwe mu kkomera. Mukemebwe era mulibonaabonera ennaku 10. Beeranga mwesigwa okutuusa okufa, nange ndikuwa engule ey'obulamu.
And we notice that this was the time that the Church of Jesus Christ was under intense persecution.
Era tukiraba nti ekkanisa ya Kristo mu kiseera kino we yafunira okuyigganyizibwa okw'amaanyi.
And in this church age it's called Smyrna.
Era omulembe gw'ekkanisa guno guyitibwa Sumuna.
Smyrna comes from two words.
Ekigambo Sumuna kiva mu bigambo bibiri. Mal,
which actually was a substance used to embalm the dead.
Mal lyali ddagala lye baakubanga mu mirambo.
But also it was a bitter substance.
Naye ate lyali ddagala erikaawa.
So two things out of that, which is bitterness and death.
Kati waliwo ebintu bibiri mu ekyo, okufa n'obukaawa.
So we noticed that Smyrna was a period of persecution.
Era tukiraba nti Sumuna kyali kiseera kya kuyigganyizibwa.
And as you notice here on verses, just turn back to where we've just read.
Era bw'olaba ne tuddako wano emabega we tuva okusoma.
He says, right here, verse 10. Fear none of these things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and that ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Totya by'ogenda okubonaabona. Laba omulyolyomi oyo agenda okusuula abamu mu mmwe mu kkomera. Mukemebwe era mulibonaabonera ennaku 10. Beeranga mwesigwa okutuusa okufa, nange ndikuwa engule ey'obulamu.
So this was the bloodiest in history.
Kati ekiseera kino kye kyasinga okubaamu okuyiwa omusaayi mu byafaayo.
There was an emperor called Diocletian.
Waliwo omufuzi era ayitibwa Diocletian
who persecuted the believers
eyayigganya abakkiriza
for a space of 10 years.
Okumala ebbanga lya myaka 10.
But God gave them grace
naye Katonda yabawa
to
ekisa
stand for the truth,
okuyimirira olw'amazima,
hold on to the word,
okunywerera ku kigambo,
regardless of what the forces that were there to finish them, to wipe them out.
They
were ready to yield. And we know that God used Iranians in that generation. That was between 170 to 312. Yes, and that was the generation in history. And then on comes the third age. I'm just going through it quite fast for you. Pergamos. And to the angel of the church, this is verse 12, of the church in Pergamos, write these things, saith he which has the sharp sword with the two edges. I know thy works and where thou dwellest, even where Satan's seat is. Verse 14, but I have a few things against thee, because thou hast them that hold the doctrine of Balaam, who taught Balak to cast a stumbling block before the children of Israel, to eat things sacrificed unto idols, and to commit fornication. So hast thou also them that hold the doctrine of the Nicolaitans, which thing I hate.
Abakwata okuyigiriza kwa Balaam eyayigiriza Balaki okuteeka enkonge mu maaso g'abaana ba Isirayiri okulya ebyaweebwa eby'ebifaananyi n'okwenda.
And we know that Pergamos means marriage. This is the generation where the church and the state came together. They were wedded, they became wedded together. The state and the church. You remember this was the same period in 325 AD. Where Emperor Constantine invited all the bishops in Asia.
Emperor Constantine at
a place called Nicaea. That's where they held their conference. And there they agreed on what they are going to preach and believe. And that Nicaean Council was the birthplace of the Trinity doctrine. It was also the birthplace of the church that we know today as the Roman Catholic Church. They organized the church. They put a hierarchy. They put a man whom they called, or the one that was seated on behalf of God. They called him the vicar of Christ. That was anti-word. And therefore that was anti-Christ. You know, anything that is anti-word is antichrist. And so from that time we see that even the Bible itself says that's where Satan's seat or throne is. That's in that generation they enthroned a man whom they claimed he was the vicar of Christ. There is no man on earth who is the vicar of Christ. The Holy Spirit is the vicar of Christ. He is here. He said, I'll not leave you comfortless. And the Comforter is here. The Holy Spirit. Not a man who can die. Not a man who is like you and me. God uses men. But God does not share his glory with any man. And God used a man in that generation to withstand the spirit of the age.
ng'alwanyise omwoyo gw'ekiseera.
The man's name was Martin.
Era omusajja oyo yali ayitibwa Martin.
God used Martin in a mighty way.
Katonda akozesa Martin mu ngeri y'amaanyi.
He was the star messenger of that day.
Yali omubaka omukulu ow'omulembe ogwo.
And this went on until 606.
Era kino kyagenda maaso okutuuka mu myaka 602.
Then came another generation.
Awo ne wayingirawo omulembe omulala.
Called Thyatira.
Oguyitibwa Swatira.
Before we go to Thyatira,
naye nga tetunnagenda mulembe gwa Swatira,
one thing that the Holy Spirit reminded me now
waliwo omwoyo omutukuvu kyanzijukizza.
is in this age also
mu mulembe guno era
was now the doctrine of the Nicolaitans.
mwe mwali enjigiriza y'Ekinikolaiti.
Remember, at first it was a deed,
mu kusooka kyali kikolwa,
but now it is a doctrine.
kati neefuuka enjigiriza.
Anybody who would come against the Roman Catholic Church would mean that he is going against God.
Ng'omuntu yenna awakanya ekereziya katulika ng'alinga awakanyiza Katonda.
And would that have been persecuted?
Era ng'ayigganyizibwa nattibwa.
And many were banned
Era bangi baayokebwa
at the stake.
nga babookera ku miti.
It is sad, but it happened.
Kinakuwaza naye kyatuukawo.
More than 68 million Christians were killed
Abakristaayo abasukka obukadde 68 battibwa.
by a denomination that claimed to speak on behalf of Christ.
Nga battibwa ekibiina ky'eddiini ekyali kyeyita mbu kyogera ku lwa Kristo.
It went on taking over.
Bagenda bawamba.
Nicolaitan comes from two words.
Nicolaiti kiva mu bigambo bibiri.
Nikao and latest.
Ne latest.
And this is to mean
kino kitegeeza
conquer the latest.
okuwamba ekibiina.
So the denomination now said, we are the ones controlling you.
Kati ekibiina ky'eddiini kyagamba ffe ababafuga.
They replaced the work of the Holy Spirit.
Bo ne badda mu kifo ky'omulimu gw'omwoyo omutukuvu.
Never accept
tokkirizanga kibiina kya ddiini kyonna kanisa yonna muntu yenna kudda mu kifo kya mwoyo omutukuvu mu bulamu bwo. Era ekyo kati tukiraba mulembe guno akigeza maaso kyatuukawo mu mirembe egyasooka. Bayibuli egamba nti Katonda akyawa enjigiriza eyo Abanikolaiti. Ayagala abeere mukama wo, ayagala abeere mulokozi wo.
Can replace that in your life.
Ate tewali muntu ayinza kudda mu kifo kyekyo mu bulamu.
No denomination can replace that in your life.
Tewali kibiina kya ddiini kiyinza kudda mu kifo kyekyo mu bulamu.
The Bible says, yeah, let God be true and every man a liar.
Bayibuli egamba weewaawo leka Katonda abeere ow'amazima omuntu yenna omulala abeere mulimba.
If your denomination teaches something that is not in the scripture, then are you going to go with what scripture says or what your denomination says?
Eddiini yo bw'eba esomesa ebitali mu Bayibuli, ogenda kugoberera ddiini lyekusomesa oba Bayibuli byeyogera.
I implore you to follow what the word says.
Nkusaba goberera ekigambo kye kigamba.
You can never be ashamed.
Tojja kuswazibwa.
Then comes another generation.
Kati omulembe oguddako ne gujja.
Called Thyatira.
Ogwetibwa Swatira.
Excuse me, we will not read because of time.
Tetugenda gusoma olw'obudde.
But we know Thyatira.
Ne tukimanyi nti Swatira.
The Bible speaks of her from verse 18.
Bayibuli egwogera okutandikira ku nyola 18.
It says that he had a few things against her.
Agamba nti yagulinako ebintu bitonotono.
Because she, the church, suffered that woman Jezebel.
Ekkanisa eyo yagumiikiriza omukazi oyo Yezebeli.
Oh, that woman Jezebel.
Omukazi oyo Yezebeli.
Do you know that the word Thyatira means the dominating female?
Mukimanyi nti ekigambo Swatira kitegeeza omukazi afuga.
Did you know that a woman is not supposed to be a preacher? The Bible speaks that very well. In the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man. So if any pulpit or any church in their pulpit they allow a woman to teach or to usurp authority over the man, it's a backslidden church. Kati kanisa yonna ekkiriza omukazi okusomesa oba okufuga omusajja kanisa eyagwa eyaddirira. Which authority do I have to say this? Nze buyinza ki bwe nnina okwogera kino? I have the authority of the word. Nina obuyinza obw'ekigambo. The word backs me up. Ekigambo kimpagira. And therefore I can speak this with confidence. Era kino nkyogeza buvumu. And so we see that Jezebel was the first woman preacher we know of in the Bible. And God never loved her. And she trained many prophets. You know, she would paint herself, go show herself in the windows. And God fed that to the dogs. And we see many who have the same spirit of Jezebel. They paint themselves up and go on the pulpit to preach. Where do you find that kind of thing in the scripture? It's a spirit of Jezebel. Whenever you see a woman wanting to dominate, to take over, that's a spirit of Jezebel. And now that's physically. But the physical type of spirit. So we see that in this generation of Thyatira, the Jezebel spirit took over. In this case, it is a false church spirit. Because remember, Jezebel is a woman. And a woman is a type of a church. So that woman, Jezebel, the false church, which was claiming to be the true church, she took over the people. She controlled the people through the doctrine of the Nicolaitans. Killed many people, persecuted many Christians. But yet, God still had a witness, even in that age. And God called a man called Columba. And said Columba was the message of that generation. Notice that in that age, that the Catholic Church almost brooded over the whole world. Even today, it has the biggest membership. But these members multiplied during this time out of fear of death. But God is God. And God continues on moving. Whenever the spirit whenever the devil comes in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord raises us. I want to tell you, my brother, my sister, even in our generation, the spirit of the Lord has raised a standard over the spirit of Jezebel. And we see that then came another generation, and the name was called Sardis. And Sardis means the escaped ones. The escaped ones. Where did they escape? They escaped that dominating woman. And that was through the message of that age. God, Martin Luther was a man that God sent in that generation. He was a priest in the Roman Catholic Church. But Martin Luther stood for the word. He never agreed with the false doctrine. And he was told he needed to go to the Pope to confess his sins. So he went to Italy. He went to Vatican. And he came out crying because the sins he found there were too great. And the many letters that Martin Luther wrote even to Pope Leo and others. And when you read them, you can feel the burden he had. You can feel that zeal he had for the word. And he protested this system. He came out of it and he preached the truth. He says that we are justified by faith alone through the grace of God. By faith in Jesus Christ, not by following the church traditions and deeds and stuff like that. The escaped ones. This started a reformation in the church. It was a move of God. It was a move of the Holy Spirit. God in every generation, He has had a move. Then after Sardis took place Sundays 1520 to 1750.
Sundays yaliwo mu mwaka gwa 520 mpaka ku 570.
Up to 1750.
Okutuuka mu 1705.
Yes. Then comes Philadelphia.
Kati awo gwa Philadelphia ne gujja. Philadelphia
means brotherly kindness.
Kitegeeza okwagala kw'obwa sseruganda.
And this was a generation
era guno gwali mulembe
that God sent a man called John Wesley.
Katonda yatuma omusajja ayitibwayo John Wesley.
And John Wesley was a man that loved God.
Era John Wesley yali musajja yayagala Katonda.
John Wesley stood for the truth.
Yayimirira ku lw'amazima.
Even when the rest rejected the truth at that time, he picked a revelation on sanctification. How can you claim to be justified when you're still small and you still do all the sin? He said, no, you must be sanctified. You must be washed. He preached holiness. God used him. And he preached love. This was the generation that saw a great outburst of the missionaries going all over the world. Even here in Uganda, even in India, all over the world, they took the gospel. And so we see that this time was a time of the missionaries to go all over the world. That was another age. The dispensation of the Gentiles. God calling out the bride in every generation, in every corner of the world. Then comes the last age, Laodicea. And guess what? This is where we are. We are in the last age. We are in the last day. God is calling his own out of the world, out of the systems of the world, out of Laodicea, in order to come into Jesus Christ. Where are you? Are you in Laodicea? God is calling you out. Because if you read Laodicea, the Bible says those who are in there, they are not cold, they are not hot. They are lukewarm. He will spew them out of his mouth. And will speak more about this and others in the coming episode. God bless you so much. Please subscribe to this channel. And if this has been a blessing to you, share with your friends. Let them hear this. Let them know what the Lord is doing. God bless you so much. I'll see you in the next episode.
And that we know that there is going to be a bride, and there's going to be a wedding supper served in the skies. That's just as sure to be as God is, because it's His Word. Come out over my people, said the Lord. Come out of babbling confusion. Come out of your creeds and your self-styled things. I will receive you, said the Lord.